Our in-person on-stage interviews are one of the things that makes this festival special. They're a really great opportunity for the audience, not just to hear a legendary figure talk about their work, but to ask their own questions of that person as well. We sit them there for an hour, we show clips from their films, and then we give the audience their own time to quiz them as well. People often get very unguarded in these events, and you can really find out a lot of behind-the-scenes secrets. Roger Corman is one of the leading industry figures who'll be conducting an in-person interview about his life and career. That's a huge body of work. Corman has a history with Edinburgh. He came here in 1970, and various of the films that are screening in our Corman retrospective had their first UK premieres at Edinburgh. So that's going to be fascinating, and I think very inspiring for aspiring filmmakers, given that Corman really does show you how it's done in terms of making really significant films on no money at all. We're really excited that Darren Aronofsky is joining us. He is one of the most important young directors in Hollywood. His latest film, The Wrestler, was such an international hit and such an incredible comeback for Mickey Rourke. Darren Aronofsky's debut film, Pi, was here in Edinburgh, so it's really great to bring him back and talk about everything that's happened in between. Bill Forsyth is easily one of the most celebrated British directors of all time, and certainly a legend in Scottish filmmaking. He doesn't talk all that often in public about his work, so it's a real privilege and an honour that he's joining us this year to go over his whole career from the beginning with Gregory's Girl through to his experiences in Hollywood and his plans for coming back to the filmmaking scene. Sam Mendes, the director of our opening night film Away We Go, will also be joining us for an in-person conversation about his whole career, from his breakthrough American Beauty, through Road to Perdition, Jarhead, his Oscar winner Revolutionary Road, and Away We Go. That'll be a fascinating opportunity to find out more about one of Britain's most accomplished directors. We're really pleased that Joe Dante is going to join us. Joe Dante was actually one of Roger Corman's protégés, so that's a nice little connection between our guests, and of course became a legendary figure over the 80s with films like Gremlins and Inner Space. He's also now very much looking to the future and is working very much with new 3D technology, so we're very excited to discuss with him where his new projects are taking him. Brenda Blethyn is the subject of our BAFTA interview this year, and a really much-loved figure in British film, the star of Secrets and Lies, Little Voice, Pride and Prejudice. We have the world premiere of Brenda's new film, The Calling, at EIFF this year. Very excited to hear about her experiences in British film. The subject of our skill set in-person interview is Mira Syal, not just one of the funniest actresses in Britain, but also a novelist and a screenwriter. We're showing Mira's new film as star, Mad, Sad and Bad, and she'll be talking to us about the full range of her work, from her breakthrough in Gurinder Chadha's Bargee on the Beach, through her autobiographical film Anita and Me, to the new film Mad, Sad and Bad. It's been a real thrill for us to introduce Seamus McGarvey as our newest EIFF patron, joining Robert Carlyle, Tilda Swinton and Sir Sean Connery. Seamus is a really key cinematographer. He was recently Oscar nominated for Atonement. One of his great breakthroughs was when he met Stephen Frears in Edinburgh, and Stephen enlisted him to shoot High Fidelity, so Edinburgh's been a key part of Seamus's work, and it's a really natural affiliation for us, and he's always been a great supporter. Seamus is a great resource for us in terms of giving us the inside track on cinematography and talking about that side of filmmaking with our audiences. Last year he interviewed the Oscar winner Roger Deakins on stage for us. And this year, another Oscar winner will be talking with Seamus about the art of cinematography, and that's Anthony Dodd Mantle, who recently won the Oscar for Slumdog Millionaire. Seamus is also going to do an event for us with Willie Doherty, who's from a different kind of filmmaking, more of a gallery art background. Willie is a Northern Irish artist. He and Seamus work together a lot, so that's two great conversation events from a real expert in his field.